friends, I am Rakhi Chakrabarti and today I am explored my first YouTube channel, that is Biology Prospects. Before I starting my YouTube channel, I will give a short introduction about myself. My name is Rakhi Chakrabarti and my academic qualification is MSc IT, MSc in Botany with B.Ed. Friends, I have a vast experience about the teaching in different ICSE and the CBSE schools, and still I am continuing my teaching profession in an ICSE school, and I am a former assistant biology teacher of an Loyola Institute, and there I was take the class 9, 10, 11 and the 12. So through these YouTube channels I want to share my experience, as well as I just going to explain the concept of the different type of the biological terms. So today whatever the classes I'm going to take, I just give a short introduction about that. I'm going to take the class 10 first chapter, that is the human chromosome. So let's start the chapter now. Okay, so now I'm going to start my today's class, and that is my first session, that is class 10 first chapter, human chromosome. So friends, in this chapter we will learn the 4 different aspects or the 4 different objects, whatever you can do. These are the 4 different objects are recognizing chromosomes as the carrier of heredity, explaining the structure of the human chromosome, differentiate between the sex chromosome and the autosomes, and describe the function of chromosome. Among these 4, today the first today the first slides I'm going to explain the first 2 one, that is the recognized chromosome as a carrier of heredity, and second one, that is the explaining the structure of human chromosome. Okay, so just give a short introduction about the nucleus, then after I will start the chromosome. Why I give the explanation about nucleus? Friends, when we are going to start about the learning about the chromosome, we have a little bit idea where actually the chromosome formation take place. Friends, we have already familiar about the structure of nucleus, because in the 9th standard you have learned about the structure of nucleus. We already know there are the 5 main parts of a nucleus. These are the 5 main parts are nucleolus, nucleopore, nucleoplasm, nuclear membrane and the chromatin. So here chromatin is the thread-like structure which is spreading on the surface area of the nucleoplasm. In the slides you have already seen the diagram, that is the thread-like structure, blackish color, it is spreading here and there. Is it? No. This is the chromatin, is the simplest form of the chromosome. Actually, during the cell division time, these chromatin fibers are condensed and shorter form and separated each other and form the chromosome. Actually, what is cell division? The next slide or the next class I will explain the cell division elaborately. In this chapter, a little bit explanation I have given about that one, then after I will start to explain the structure of chromosome. Cell division actually the process to increase the number of cell in the particular living organism's body. That is enough to understanding the chromosome structure. Now, what is chromatin and what is the relation between the cell division and chromatin? Actually, chromatin is the part of the nucleus which carry the hereditary material from the parents to the offspring. Why it is carry the hereditary material? Because chromatin fiber consists of 40% DNA and the 60% of the histone molecules or histone proteins. So friends, this is the this is the definition also. What is chromatin? Chromatin actually consists of the 40% DNA and the 60% histone protein. These are the the basic constitute of the chromatin fiber. So when I've already told you, during the cell division time, the chromatin fiber separate each other and become a condensed and the shortest form and composed the chromosome. So we can say the chromosome also the main 2 constitute, that is the DNA and the histone molecules. Histone actually the name of a one protein. Friends, ratio of the DNA and the histone molecules is always in a particular one chromatin fiber is, or so called one chromosome is 40:60. Is it clear for everyone? Now just come on the structure of chromatin or the structure of chromosome. When we are talking about the structure of chromatin actually the thread-like structure, and the numerous number of the chromosome can be formed for the thread-like structures chromatin. So it is decided during the cell division time how much chromatin fiber form into chromosome. So during the cell division time, when the chromatin fibers are separated each other and become a shortest and the condensed form, it is called the chromosome. This chromosome have this chromosome have the 4 different type of the shapes, and this shape should be diagonized according to the position of the centromere. Now the question is, what is centromere and how many parts of the chromosome? Yes, children, the centromere is the fixed point of a particular chromosome where the 2 arms of the chromosome fix. I repeat once again, in a chromatin thread, when it is become condensed and it is condensed and the shorter form, you have seen that one, the blue structure you have already seen. So when it is formed, the condensed and shorter, the arms of the chromatins are separated and they are going to fix in a particular center point that is known as centromere. In this particular centromere, each chromosome consists two or the one pair of the arms. Here you see the 2 pairs. Actually the 2 chromosomes are joined in the centromere. That is the reason here the 2 pairs or so called, that is the 4 arms you have seen in the picture. So chromosome contain very high rounded DNAs and histone proteins, and these are the chromosome. On the position of the centromere, we can divide the chromosome in the 4 different classes. That is the reason I am telling the different types of the chromosome. What are the 4 different class of the chromosome, and what is the name of these are the arms? Children, where the chromosomes 4 arms are fixed in a particular point, here it is the round shape point, this is known as centromere, and these are the 4 arms or so called the 2 arms in each side, they are actually known as chromatid. Okay, these are the 4 arms individually, they are known as chromatid, and these are the chromatid where the fix in the particular center point, that is known as centromere. The different shapes may be possible in the different type of the cell division. So according to the position of the centromere, we can divide the chromosome in the different classes. Now dear friends, we are discussing about the different types of the chromosome. What are the different types of the chromosome? I already told the position of the centromere. The chromosomes are classified into the 4 different classes. Here you have seen the first picture. The centromere is fixed in the middle of the 2 chromosome, and these 2 chromosomes when joined together, then it is formed the 4 arms or tetra arms chromatid fibers. Is it no? The each arms of the chromosome known as chromatid. So friends, when the chromatid contain the centromere just in the middle part of the chromosome, it is known as metacentric chromosome. Same time, when the chromosome centromere is just little bit up or little bit down, exact position of the centromere, that time it is called the submetacentric chromosome. So metacentric and the submetacentric chromosomes are correlated. Actually, the position of the centromere is in the middle or little bit ups or downs. Now come on the second point. Second classification is achromatic chromosome. What is achromatic chromosome? Exactly from the middle part of the centromere, when it is too much up or too much below from the chromatid fiber. So this type of the position, whatever you have seen on the structure on the diagram, that is known as achromatic chromosome. That means the position of the centromere is not exactly in the middle. It is too much up or the too much down. Clear? Now the the 4th one, that is the telocentric chromosome. What is telocentric chromosome? Actually, the telocentric chromosome is when the centromere is the end part of the chromatid fibers. when the position of the centromere is the end part of the chromatid fibers, that is called the telocentric chromosome. So in these slides or this part we have learned the 4 different types of the chromosome or the classification of the chromosome according to the base of the position of centromere. So children, I repeat once again, the chromosome, that is the part of chromatin fibers. During the cell division time, the chromatin fibers are condensed and shorter form and dwarf-like structures and separated each other, make a two individual arms fixed in a particular point. This is the structure of chromosome. These are the 2 individual arms called chromatid, and in the point where the chromatid fibers are joined together, it is known as centromere. Now the 2 cell division time, when the 2 chromosomes are comes close and fix each other, that time it is formed the tetra arms chromatid or chromosome structure. And these are the position of the centromere. The chromosomes are separated into 4 classes. First, that is metacentric chromosome, when the centromere is in middle. Second one, that is submetacentric chromosome, when the centromere is a little bit up. Third, that is the acrocentric chromosome, when the centromere is too up, or so called, that is the far away from the middle. And fourth, that is the telocentric chromosome, where the 2 chromatid fibers are in one side and the position of the centromere is in the top. Now friends, one more specific, or you can say exceptional case somewhere we find out in the position of the centromere, and that is the time we find out. In this diagram you have seen the third one diagram, that is show the centromere is in the end point of the 2 arms of the chromatid, but suddenly the centromeres are also divided into the 2 heads, or so called, that is the secondary construction take place in the chromatid fiber. I repeat once again, the centromere sometimes divide and the secondary construction take place in the chromatid fiber. So this chromatid fiber, from the secondary construction, the 2 other satellite-like structures appear on the just look on centromere. This type of the chromosomes are known as satellite chromosome. Okay, this type of the chromosome known as satellite chromosome. It is the rare cases. Normally the cell division we have find out the tetra arm chromosome. Now the second part of this chapter is what is the construction, or what is the main constitute of the chromosome, and how they are situated, or how they are built up the chromosome structure. Children, the chromatid fibers are the chromatin fibers are spreading on the surface area of the nucleoplasm. We have already seen the initial slides. Now after that, I told that is that cell division time, the chromatin fibers are become shorter and the thicker, and so called, that is chromosome. Now in this next part we just going to discuss the chromosomes are containing the 2 things, that is the DNA protein, 40% of the DNA, and the 60% of the proteinase, that is the histone protein. So how the DNA and the histone proteins are join each other and how they are combined. Now friends, I'm going to explain now what is the structure of the chromosome. Actually, the chromosome contains the 2 main particles, that is the DNA and the DNA and the histone protein. So DNA and the histone proteins are combined each other just like a football-like structures. What is the name of this structure and how they are composed? Friends, the chromosome which contain the 40% of the DNA in the whole chromosome structure, these DNA are the double helical structures. We will learn about the structure of the DNA, but before that we will learn the structure of nucleosome. Is it clear? So here it is, the formation of the nucleosome, that is the combination of DNA and the histone molecules. You have already seen in this structure, that is the a small blue color ball shaped structure, and there are the 8 balls are combined together with the thread like structures, and they are binding each other. So these are the 8 molecules of the histone proteins are binding with the DNA bondation, and this is the 1-1 configuration is known as the nucleosome, or so called we say that is the DNA helix combined with the group of the 8 histone molecules to form a structure known as nucleosome. I repeat once again, friends, the DNA helix combines with the group of 8 histone molecules to form a structure known as nucleosomes. Okay, and it has an appearance of the beads on a string. The human cells, there are about the 2 million nucleosomes among the 46 chromosomes. Actually, we humans have the 23 pairs of the chromosome. Among these 23 pairs of the chromosome, first 22 pair of the chromosome known as autosomes, and the one pair, also called that is 23rd pair of the chromosome, this is known as sex chromosome. So next slide I will explain the sex chromosomes and the autosome. Before that, I will going to explain the structure of the DNA. So I hope that everybody cleared the concept about the chromatin fiber, chromosome formation, and centromere and the chromatid part, and the position of the centromere, the different class of the chromosome. Before I explain the structure of the DNA molecule, once again I just going to repeat the same points one by one. Please pay attention. It is help you to learn the whole gist of the chapters very shortly, very briefly. Children, I told that is the nucleus part, the thread-like structure which spread on the surface area of nucleoplasm. This is the chromatin fiber. During the cell division, these chromatin fibers are separate each other and form the shortened and the condensed form that is known as chromosome. Each chromosome contains 2 arms or 1 pair, that is each pair known as chromatid, and where the chromatid are fix each other, this is the part known as centromere. The position of the centromere, the chromosomes are classified into the 4 classes. The first class, that is the centromere exactly in the middle, known as metacentric. When the metacentric part, the centromere a little bit up, that is known as submetacentric. When the centromeres are too far away from the middle, that is the centrosome, known as acrocentric. And when the 2 chromatid fibers are in one side and the centromere is the end of the one part of the chromosome, that is known as telocentric. Some cases the centromere positions also be secondary construction and the chromatid fiber arise, and these are the 2 satellite body structure of the centromere appear. This is the secondary construction of the chromosome, is known as the chromosome satellite. Or in the addition of the centromere, there may be also the secondary construction on a particular chromosome. The part of the chromosome located the far away of the secondary construction is called the chromosome satellite. So friends, the next topic I discussed, that is the structure of the chromosome. Here we find out the 40% of DNA and the 60% of the histone molecules are combine the whole one chromosome structure, and they are consist each other in form of the nucleosome. Approximately 8 molecule of the histones, and with the DNA strands they are combine each other and form the nucleosomes. DNA are the double helical structures, so the double helical structures of the DNA combines with the group of the 8 histone molecules to form a structure known as nucleosome. And we are the human beings at the 23 pairs of the all total chromosome in our body, in our cell. And out of these 23 pairs, the first 22 pairs of the chromosome as known as autosomes, and the last one pair, that is 23rd pair of chromosome, it is indicate our sex chromosome. So now children, we start the explanation of the structure of the DNA, and this is the structure explained us according to the double helical structure of the DNA. And I'm just going to say that DNA is known as the macromolecule. Why it is known as the macromolecule? When I'm going to explain the structure of the DNA, you find out there are the several things are the main components are which the constitute the DNA parts, so called it is the macromolecule. Friends, The DNA structure is as important as to carry the hereditary material from one part to another part, or so-called the parents to the offspring. Through the reproduction process, the generation should be continue the heredity one of parents to the offspring, and the DNA play a vital role over there. The segment of the DNA, this is called gene, and the total DNA part, that is known as genome. Clear? The segment of the DNA, that is known as gene, or full DNA complex or the full DNA helix, that is known as genome. So next part we will going to discuss about the structure of DNA. Friends, so today's our topic, that is the human chromosome. We are already discussed the first two learning objects, that is the recognize of the chromosome as a carrier of heredity, and they explain the structure of the human chromosome. Okay, so this is the first day class and I have completed the first two objects. My next class again I will explaining the structure of the DNA and the autosomes and the sex chromosome. So if you are effective, if my videos are effective to you and you can understand easily these are the explanation, then please you write down in the comment box, and if any other requirements or any queries is also warm welcome for my sides. Okay, so friends, now I am going to in my this video, and if you like, please you just click in the like button and share it and do the subscription for the next classes. And I hope my explanation is little bit comfortable and helps you to learn the whole chapters and the gist of the points. If you require more explanation about this topic, please write down in the chat box. So have a nice day, and just follow the next videos, and please you subscribe for my next updation also.